For good makeup, you have to have good skin. It's a non-negotiable. So I like to start with the Rhode Glazing Milk. I slept so late last night. That's why. So ignore, please. Alright, I let that sit for like 2 minutes and I ran and quickly made myself a cup of coffee. Then I'm gonna go in with some moisturizer. This one is so good, you guys. I just put like 2 dots. I don't use primer, I just make sure my skin is really moisturized. My skin's a little textured still from the laser. This is like 2 days, but it's okay. And then last but not least, I'm gonna go in with some Centella moisturizer. Sunscreen. About that much. I know people say you have to put a lot more, but like I end up putting it all on my neck when I put that much. I'm gonna start with the Easy Blur, Huda Beauty's Easy Blur. This one's in Baklava 340G, and I just like to put some on the back of my hand and then I pat it onto my face. So I'm gonna take about that much. Even that's like a lot, I'm not gonna lie. And then just a buffing brush like this. Pick up all the extra on my face, on my hand first, and then I start blending. I promise this is my shade. I don't know why it looks a little ashy. You just gotta trust the process with this. I used to be one of the girls that would say like, I'm not wearing any foundation. And then my face is full of concealer, so I'd rather just wear foundation. But my biggest problem is my smile lines, so I finally found a routine that doesn't make them look bad. I'll give you like a check-in in a few hours, but you will not get smile lines with this. Just do the same prep and base product. If you're looking for a drugstore alternative that's also really good for smile lines, use the Maybelline Fit Me foundation. So I'm gonna use the Anastasia Brow Wiz. This one is like really close to my brow hairs, so it still keeps the natural look. If you want the cheap alternative, go on TikTok shop and get the product from Langmani. They look so similar. It's not the same, like the packaging feels a little dingier, but the product is really good. But yeah, the trick is to just keep blending. Then I'm gonna use the NYX Fix It stick. I just warm it up on the back of my hand. And I use that to conceal my brows. Since it's really close to my shade, I can get away with using this on my top and bottom. My brows are not even cousins, so I don't want to hear that they're sisters, not twins. They're not related. Mine are not related. I low-key can extend the end of right here though. Me yapping about how they're not related, trying to get them identical. Morphe made like these sponges for their blushes, but they're so good for blending out concealer. So that's what I use it for. The Wet n Wild Incognito Concealer in the shade Tan. And I just put that where I have a lot of hyperpigmentation. I do like warmer concealer instead of color corrector, because then I'm not worried about it like seeping out from under. So I literally just do about that much. I'm going with some cream contour, and this one's drugstore. It's one of my favorites. It's called the Milani Supercharged. This one's in the shade Bronze Voltage. I just draw on my nose contour and I let it chill while I do the rest of my face. I don't always go in with cream contour, but it does make a difference. It looks really pretty and it lasts super long. And I go in with like a... It's not the same size as my foundation brush. It's a little bit smaller. I use that for my contour. I just take like a thin brush like this. This one's from Real Techniques. It's actually their domed eyeshadow brush. I've had this for like 8 years now. And it's still going strong, so highly recommend. Their brushes are actually really good. And then I just go in with like the tip of the sponge I was using just to redefine wherever I don't want the contour to be. Like that. Friend actually just got me this and I'm obsessed with the shade. It's the Makeup by Mario blush in the shade Dusty Rose. Let me show you guys the shade. With another Real Techniques brush. This one is supposed to be their concealer brush, but I use it for cream blush. Number 42. Sorry, number 242. And I've really been liking like a deeper blush on me, like a mauve. Can you guys see the shade? It's very deep. Lipstick 2 just to fix the hue. So I'm gonna go in with London from NYX and just put it right at the front here. That's really gonna help with the dual tone blush effect and like really help with the blending and everything. A lot of people don't put blush here, but I smile with my cheeks, so like I prefer blush there. And then what you want to do, this step is crucial, don't skip it. You're gonna take like a dry, dirty, not dirty, kind of dirty beauty blender. Just soak up whatever's on your face. Like all that shine needs to go. Like that. This does not taste good, but I need the caffeine, you guys. Since we're already on Huda's theme, should I just use her concealer? No, I'm gonna give you guys a really good dupe for it though. The Juvia's Place. Excuse me. The Juvia's Place concealers are such good dupes for the Huda ones. If you guys aren't trying to spend like 30 bucks on a concealer, try the Juvia's Place ones. Very similar consistency. Coverage is there, y'all. So good. Anyways. But I just put a few dots here. One right there. I don't really do my forehead. I'm not a fan of like forehead makeup like that, to be fair. Take the Cloud Puff from Morphe. And really, I always get my powder ready. I'm gonna use the Wet n Wild. I just picked this up yesterday. The translucent setting powder. This one is so comparable to like high-end powders. It's 10 out of 10, you guys. If you're getting one thing from this video, get this powder. It's like $6 and it's just like my Laura Mercier one. It just isn't as blurring, but 40 bucks versus 6, y'all. We can make the blurring happen with other stuff. Anyways. Powder. Anyways. Now I'm set. I feel like it built up too much product on the top part, so I'm gonna just use the bottom to blend it a little bit more. See how there's like too much product here? Just take the end of it and make it not so cakey. I know I said this would be where I set it, but I need some more brightness, so I'm gonna just set the other side and then add a brightening concealer. And just put one dot, just one, under your eyes, and just one on your chin too for that balance. So it looks like light's hitting your face. Okay, Now, one side at a time, I'm gonna just take some powder, take it on my hand so that it's picking up all the extra and it's evenly coated on this. I know I need to press this in again. Look up, make sure you have no creases, because y'all don't want to set in the creases. It's not gonna, there's absolutely no way to fix that. If you have like really dry skin though, I wouldn't recommend this powder because it is drying, but the blurring is there. Okay, let me do the other side. Since we only put one dot of the bright one, it's not gonna like take over our whole face and overpower it, but you're gonna get that effect, the brightening effect. Again, set. And then for your smile lines, push them out like that. They'll still crease a little bit because like if you have a fold in your face, it's gonna crease. But this routine helps it look so much less. Like I used to have gashes in my face because of my, I'm just a happy girl, y'all, because of my creases, but it don't need to look so bad. Yeah, I can say that because I have them. I'm not trying to hear it. Okay. And you see how I'm still pressing it in? Like I didn't stop with the powder puff. You want to keep pushing it into your face until you don't see any more powder anywhere. I'm not picking up any more with it, I'm just pushing it in. Okay, I think that's good. You're gonna look a little ghostly. Before any more steps, I don't care what spray you use, but make sure it has that kind of mist and just set your face. And make sure you have one of them little fans. Notice how I didn't set my brows yet, but that's because I know I have a lot more steps and they're just not gonna stay down. So I like to save that for the end. But now I'm gonna go in with some bronzer and I'm gonna use something warm toned, but still has a little bit of cool in it so that it still contours. So I'm gonna use the Physicians Formula bronzer in the Sunset version. And just, oh, this part ain't dry. Don't go over where it's not dry yet. If you even accidentally go over, like with bronzer, where you still have that setting spray and it's wet, you gotta go back. Like it's messed up. You're gonna get patches. So just make sure it's really dry before you go in. It's not like it's unfixable, but like, do you really want to do all that fixing? So, okay, now that it's dry, I like this bronzer because it does most of the work for me. And it has both the cool and the warm tones so that it brings warmth to my face and it still contours. Okay, I'm not trying to go too ham with this. Sometimes I do go in with something that's just like straight gray. So I'm gonna go in with this gray color and just put it where you really want that shadow. So I already have like a really bony forehead, so I just put it around like my cheek area. I like to go in with my powder puff with nothing on it, but to just press over my face after the steps. And just make sure you're not doing too much and it looks blended. Then for blush, I'm gonna use, believe it or not, this orangey color from ColourPop. It's the Pacific Beach bronzer. Take a little bit on my hand and wipe off the extra like that. And then I just smile. And I know this one's really warm, so then what I do is I go in with a lighter one. This one's like baby pink. And that one goes right on the apples of my cheeks. You all already know, you go in with the powder puff. Yep. That's it for now. And then I'm gonna do my nose contour. I'm gonna go in with that same gray tone and the Hoola bronzer. And I kind of just dabble it into both. And take both. And just go over where I already cream contoured. To just make, you have to do cream contour and powder contour for your nose if you want it to last. Everywhere else you can get away with not doing both, but for your nose I definitely recommend it, because like you're blowing your nose, you're wiping your nose, you're touching your face. I feel like your nose is the first place to rub off, which is crazy because like you're doing all this to structure your nose. But yeah, anyways, I do want like a healthy glow without any shine to my face, so Tilbury spray and a One Size spray mixed, the lethal combo. I'm gonna remove the excess makeup from my lip first. I hate having foundation on my lips. Okay, so I'm gonna use the NYX Brow Glue, the old version. And what I do, because I hate this spatula, you guys, it doesn't do shit for me. I use like a really small spoolie. This one's from like the Revolution brow pencil, but the spoolie is like so tiny. And I'm the only one using this, so it's not gross, but I just dip it in. And then that's enough for my entire both brows. I'm not gonna apply that directly on my face, it's way too much. But I kind of like use it as like a storage. And then apply. So what I like to do is I brush them up and out. And take your time with this. You want to get like every single hair. And that's why I like this tiny brush. I feel like it does that. Okay. That's one brow. Almost done, not fully done. There's like one crucial step to this that'll make sure that they stay all day. What I do is I take my hands, make sure they're clean. Make sure they're clean. And I just stamp it. What that does, I don't know, like it really seals it in. So, yeah. I don't know what made me start doing that, but y'all, it's life-changing. It's so good. I don't like how my face looks so imbalanced when I have nothing on my lower eye. This color. And just rub it under my eye. There's no technique to this. I just want some color. Either we'll go in with a brown or a metal like applicator. So I'm gonna use the metal one today. This part has always been one of my favorite makeup steps, and it's to use like a glitter right on my inner corner. So that my eyes literally twinkle when they open and close. I'm gonna put very little lip balm so that my lip liner still glides. Alright, so my favorite lip liner is ColourPop's BFF2. It It gives me the perfect overline because it is my lips but better. So it literally is my lips color, and it helps me extend out the line and really overline them. Sometimes if I want like a little bit more like deeper tone, I'll go in a BFF3 just on the corners. So I don't bring it into the center, I just outline my lips with it. Haus Labs, the PH one, and I don't know, hybrid tint. I need glasses, yo. And so not only will this moisturize, but throughout the day, it'll give me a pinkier color. Yeah, so that's about all I do. Let me know if you guys liked it. And yeah, I'll be sure to give you a check-in so you can see how my smile lights look. I just got home like 30 minutes ago, but I wanted to show you guys what my skin looks like. And like you can see, my laugh lines don't look that bad. I didn't touch up at all. I don't really have time usually to touch up throughout the day at work, but this is all that I have for my laugh lines. Let me zoom you guys in a little bit. Not bad. This one really gets everything.